Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for joining me tonight to talk about running reports as a leader to see our teammates if they're going to promote, if they're promoting, or kind of where our teammates are at and how I do that. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to do my best to be mindful of people's private and personal information. But if something slips, something slips. This is the best that I can do. So I hope everybody understands. But I'm going to just reiterate what I was just saying is there's no magical way to see if somebody promoted. The only magical way to see if somebody promoted will happen the 10th of the month, the following month when commissions run. So the 10th of August, there is a promotions button in your report, your reporting tool, and I'll show you that. But that will not show any promotions until commissions are run for the following month. So when commissions are run August 10th, you'll be able to click that promotions button and it will tell you if somebody on your team promoted in July, okay? But as far as like having a button to click, that's the only one that you got, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna just kind of have to visually see where people are at on your team, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen and interject if you have any questions, okay? I'm gonna go to my workstation and I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can open up another. It's gonna be so hard. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, thinking on my feet here. So I'm gonna just switch this all the way over. So you'll be able to see kind of the very beginning kind of names, but not the whole thing. So that's the only way we're gonna be able to do it. Okay, so I pull up, I went to reporting, which is this little kind of clipboard here. Okay, I click reporting, and then I click performance review or performance overview. So this is kind of my quick thing that I do to see is anybody close to promoting to lead or above. Okay, this isn't certified yet. I'm just going to show you if to identify your teammates that are close to promoting to a lead role. So what I do is I click on GWV right here. Because when you promote to lead, you have to have 1,000 GWV, group wholesale volume. So the first thing I want to identify is anybody close to 1,000 GWV? And that could be 500 GWV and up. I mean, you might click on it and see that somebody has 900 GWV and you'll be like, whoa, where are they at? Do they have it? And then that's when you say, do they have an active teammate? Do they have close to 500 PRV? So I just kind of visually scroll down and look, but I always start with GWV because somebody could sell 20,000 PRV and have 50 frontline doing 0. If they don't get that 1,000 GWV, they don't promote. And that tends to be the, I don't want to say the hardest, but that tends to be the one that is kind of, I think, one of the last things that you get when you are trying to promote is you're trying to get your GWV up to where it needs to be. So I do that with organizing it to see my highest GWV and down. Then when I see that somebody's kind of close, or maybe people aren't close at all, then you're going to categorize it by active frontline because you have to have one active frontline to be a lead. So then I'm going to say, see who has an active frontline. Maybe they only have 300 GWV and a couple hundred PRV, but you can be like, oh my gosh, you have an active frontline. How's your frontline doing? That your frontline's done, well, I guess they've done obviously 200. So then if you do your 500 or 1,000, then you're gonna get it. Does that make sense? So I just visually will look and I'll go down the ranks. Same with star. Okay, so you're gonna look at the GWV. How close are they to 2,500. Oh my gosh, this person has 1,800 and they have an active frontline. All they need is one more active frontline, they're 500 PRV. And so this is when you can reach out to your teammate middle of the month, towards the end of the month, and say, oh my gosh, you could totally promote this month. This is all you need. And you break it down for them. Because if you just say you need 500 GWV or you need, you know, you need to get your PRV in or whatever, it can be kind of like, oh gosh, I don't know. Do I want to promote? Is it that big of it? I don't know. You know, it can be a little intimidating. So breaking it down to be like, that's only like 12 6-packs of wax. Do you think between you and your teammate, you guys can find 12 people that need a 6-pack of wax? Because there you go. And it kind of makes it seem a little bit more doable to me, and I hope to others, right? So that's how I look middle, but more towards the end of the month, where people are at with a possible promotion, okay? Then over here, everybody has this. I might have a few more reports on here that I've created myself, and I can show you how to do that too. But everybody has this sensational start and essential to certified button. So if you click essential to certified, this is going to bring up, and I'm going to try to, again, oops. Be mindful of people's personal information here. Okay, so you're going to be able to see, sorry, this little Zoom chat box is in my way. Okay, so you'll be able to see people's lifetime PRV here and kind of where they are at as far as how close are they to promoting to certified. And here's what you really need to look at. See how this person's title says EC? That's an essential consultant. That is what we all started out when we clicked that join button. But then look at this right here. It changed. See these down here? Not to 1,000, right? So they still say EC. This one here, certified consultant. Look at that. And you can see right here, she's over that 1,000. This person promoted. Oh my gosh, I need to congratulate them. Oh my gosh, I need to send them a little goodie in the mail. Oh my gosh, I need to shout them out on social media, on the team page. Like, love them. You don't have to send them a goodie in the mail. That's definitely a little added perk. Even a little a little congratulations card does not cost that much to do. But loving them by recognition, one, I love recognition. I think most people do, and it's free. And you can do it as much as you want. And it's going to make somebody feel pretty freaking good about themselves for accomplishing something. So these people have all promoted to certified. So that's the way I look at people that are close to promotion. So every, I don't know, once a week at the beginning of the month, I'll probably come in here and kind of look at it. I'm mainly looking at my frontline. I'm not looking at everybody else because I'm really hoping and praying that the leaders, the sponsor, is looking at where they're at. But if I do see this, I'm gonna probably reach out to the sponsor if I haven't seen a shout out yet, and I'm gonna say, hey, did you know that blah, blah, blah promoted? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for her and for you and everything, right? I mean, I may be a little much, but I always get so excited when people promote. It like is so awesome. So that is how I see if they promoted to certified. So does anybody have any questions about those two reports that I just talked about? Go ahead and unmute yourself if you have any questions, and I'll give you a minute to ask me. Okay. Well, that means I guess I I did it well, right? I mean, I explained it well. Janine?
You explained it well, thank you.
Okay, thanks. I'm like, wait, are you trying to say something? Okay, and then you can do that same thing here with shooting star and sensational star, and you guys should all have these reports under your saved leadership report. Every single person, it's automatically in here. It shows where they're at, and it is pretty immediate. Now, end of month, it could take a few hours to update, but for the most part, if somebody told you, oh my gosh, I have my 1,000 PRV and you don't see it yet, just give it like an hour maybe, and it will update. But usually it updates every hour, sometimes more often, unless it's the very like last day of the month, and it takes longer. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Oh, I was going to show you how to create your own report. So let's go back to the big old normal report that I literally probably run this, you guys, every day, if not more. So does anybody have like a thought of, I would like to know this, or I would like to know that as far as running reports? Go ahead and shout out what you might be thinking, and I can show you how to run it. But in the meantime, if nobody says anything, then I'm just going to kind of show you how you can do this. So there's 2 spots that you can kind of filter things. So you see this right here, it says show visible columns. So if you click on that, all of these things on the left-hand side are columns that are visible right now. You can see it has generation right here. Sorry, you can't see my finger. Generation right here, generation, level, consultant ID, name, okay? This is all of the things that have been selected. Maybe you want to run a report and you don't want all the other stuff. You just want to see a name, a PRV, a GWV, right? That's it. So you can remove these things. You would just hit the little minus button. I want to take out that. I don't really care about our consultant ID. Let's see. Oh, now brands, you're probably wondering what that is. Well, when Sensi used to have Velada and Grace Adele, which were different companies, there were multiple brands you could be with, but they don't have that anymore. So that is kind of obsolete, but for whatever reason is still in there. So just, you can remove that. Maybe I don't care about their new recruits right now because I'm strictly looking at active frontline. We don't care about will cancel right now because nobody's canceling right now. And maybe I really don't care even about join date or their state. But then you can come over here and maybe you're like, oh, but I really want to know their cell number because maybe I want to give them a call or I want to shoot them a text. So I added that. I just clicked this little plus button. And let's see, maybe I want to know what their lifetime PRV is. Okay, I'm going to add that one. Let's see what else. Now you're running your whole group, right? So if you have multiple people that even have teammates, maybe you want to know their sponsor's name because you're going to start as you build and grow your team. Your teammates should be getting teammates and you're going to start seeing names and you're going to be like, wait, is that with this person or is that with that person? I can't remember. So it might be a good thing to add sponsors' names so then you know who that teammate is with as far as sponsors, so that if you see, oh, I see Betty Joe just promoted to certified, I wonder if Susie told her that then you can see the sponsor's name. I'm just kind of giving you guys for instances. So then you're just going to click OK. And there it is. Everything now shows everything I just selected. So a great way to kind of switch that up. And then you can click this button right here, Save Report. And then all you do is you name your report. Maybe this is what you want to see when you run your main report. You don't want to see all of the other things. You can save this report with just that basic nuts and bolts that you want to see, name it primary report or something, And then instead of looking at all these stuff, when you hit leadership report, you can just hit that primary report button and it's only going to come up with the things that you want to see. So this is a great way to kind of do that. And as you saw too, you can, this is going to kind of show you a shooting star and sensational start, but maybe you wanted to do a combined one. So you could maybe put just the name, and then maybe you want to put in sensational start, shooting star, and then have it all in one report, shooting star and sensational start. And I think you can even put their day right up here, 15th day, 70th day, which is important when we have new consultants because we want to focus on, now I know right now it's kind of extended because of COVID, but for the most part, I still think that it's really good to just stick on that same timeline. I mean, my new girl, I told her 15 days. I mean, she knows there's a little extension, but I told her just do your 15 days. Don't count on that extra, you know, I mean, because we all did it. I know it's possible. So I still counted on that 15 days. Okay, so that's how you can kind of categorize your columns. Now, maybe you want to add additional filter options. So maybe you want to create a report that you can run that's just showing teammates that have done 500 PRV and up. So then you can say just 500 PRV. I mean, I don't know if we want to do like, you know what you could do here is you could do like a 999, which I think is what I did. So then it's going to bring up everybody that's done 500 PRV and up, but anybody that's done 1,000 and up is going to be on a different report. So then you could do another one that's just 1,000 and up, and it's just a great way to just run a quick and easy report, see where people are at, and then you can shout them out, put them in the PRV club, send them an email, send them a text, shout out, shout out. You see a trend here? Shouting out your people. Because what do they say? Janine, help me out here. What you recognize will be repeated, right? Is that what they say? What you recognize will be repeated.
Yes, and you also want to make sure that you're consistent when doing so. So
Yes.
Make sure that what you do can also be replicated and be consistent in doing so.
Correct. So like, for example, Happy Mail, you know, I mean, you might want to give all the things, but can you do that with a team of 100? So I don't know. I kind of say like, do what you can. If you want to give somebody everything, like, and then you just work around it. But I mean, I just think something is better than nothing for sure. Oh, got something going on. Oh, I have a chat box. Sorry. Okay. Yay, Angelica's here. Awesome. Okay. So again, like I'm just going to say, shout out any of your questions, shout out any specific reports you want me to run or me to, where did my thing go? I am totally lost now. Did I get out of it? This thing is in my way. There we go. Here it is. It went somewhere. What is happening? Okay, bear with me here. Hold please. Okay, so we went over running reports to see who could potentially or who has promoted. We talked about organizing your columns. We talked about changing your column visibility, saving your reports, and then also additional filter options. And I think if you really dig deep into this additional filter options, you can really do a lot here. I haven't dug too deep in this specific one, but as your team grows, it is going to be nice to have just a simple report that you can click on and it's going to show you all of this. You can even just say you want to see only your essential consultants. So then you can focus strictly on your essential consultants, or you maybe want to run a report where you can only see your lead consultants or your certifieds. So say you do certified, then you're going to, why did it not, oh no, it clicked it. It looked like it. I'm going to run report. It's going to show me just my certifieds. And then what I can do right here, and this is what you have to remember, is you have to save the report. Click Save Report, name it, and then it's going to show up down here under Saved Leadership Reports. And these are some reports that I'm kind of just newly starting to get familiar with because of a training that I watched. Different ways of saying potentials. So if you guys are interested in any of this information, Coach the Coach with Chloe Cox, she talks about all of this, about these reports and seeing potentials. And her husband is, he works magic with the report system, so he explains how they do it. So if you want to know more about that, I would suggest watching that. They explain it and they actually break it down exactly how to run those reports. I can't remember exactly how they did it because I went verbatim from the coaching call. So that is how I run my leadership reports. So I would love to open it up for discussion, not just about reporting. Ask me questions about that, please, but anything else about leadership. Did that help you guys at all? Yeah? You guys learned? Okay. So it's being recorded too, so anybody that couldn't get on the call can watch it from the beginning. I'm gonna download it onto YouTube and then post it to the group. So then also in the future, if you get a new teammate and they promote to lead, or they get a teammate, they don't even have to promote to lead to know this. I think anybody with one teammate, it's beneficial to know how to see all of this stuff and how to run it. Any questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about? No? I'm trying to think of anything else I can talk about. I don't even know. I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know it's been a half an hour.
No, it's good. Angelica looks so tired. How are you feeling, baby mama?
I'm exhausted. Oh, but I'm here.
What happened?
Only 7.5.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm literally sick all the time. I feel like I have the flu 24/7. So
It's good to see you.
Connor, you're having a boy.
we are hoping.
I literally thought I had the flu until I took a pregnancy test.
Ugh.
With all my kids, I was sick the whole time, every pregnancy.
Oh my gosh.
There are those things. So.
I was sick with Chloe, not with Ella.
Yeah.
Hey, say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, cutie. Are you having fun in the sun?
I learned how to ride my bike.
I'm trying to ride my bike.
Oh, what? Awesome. That is so cool.
Fun?
And December. Yeah.
Well, Angelica, can you think of any questions that you have about running reports or anything
I don't
you
think
guys
so.
want me to run that you're like, gosh, I always kind of wondered this, or even about the compensation plan or how you get paid as a leader or anything like that? Well, I mean, I guess that's good that you you guys know. So, well, just know that I'm always here.
Samples with you guys.
Sorry, did you say something, Sabrina, honey?
Said I miss doing samples with you guys.
I know, me too. I know.
I'm hiding from my kids in a backyard because they've been fighting all day. So I brought them to Grandma's to jump on the trampoline.
Get that
Nice.
energy out. Or are you going to say, Janine, you look like you were going to say something.
Oh, I said stupid COVID.
I know.
Over it.
Don't even get me started. I just went off on a tangent. I'm like hot still about it. So anyways.
I'm sad I didn't get my testers.
You haven't gotten your testers yet? Oh no. I'm going to
I
stop.
got everything else except for my join brochures and my testers.